The difference between people who have a gloomy life and people who have a happy life is not their circumstances. It's not where they were born. It's not the family in which they were born. It's not luck. It's not their houses. It's not their husband. It's not because they have this husband that they are happier than you. It's not because they have this house or this job or this type of upbringing that they are happier than you. It has nothing to do with their circumstances. The difference between people who are happy and people who are unhappy is decision. Is that they have decided to make themselves happy no matter what. Of course, having favorable circumstances, having a great support system, having a nice family, a good husband or wife, having children who make you happy, a nice job, enough money, all that helps. All this is going to help you, I agree, but it is not the main reason why some people are happier than others. Make yourself happy. We have to make ourselves happy. I have to learn that lesson. I am learning it every day and I'm practicing it every day. I have to make myself happy every day. I don't wait for people to make me happy. I don't wait for my circumstances to make me happy. I don't wait for my children, my parents, my neighbors, my support system to make me happy. On the contrary, most of the time I look for ways to make them happy, to see how I can help in their happiness. So this is another way of making yourself happy. Looking for ways to make other people happy. It will distract you from your problems. It doesn't mean that I don't have problems. It doesn't mean that happy people that you see don't have problems. They have problems, but you know what? They choose to do what they can about the problems and then not to focus too much on those. And now they distract themselves. They make sure they balance their life not to put on too much emphasis on the problems they have to deal with and to give some space in their life for joy, for peace, for happiness, for doing things that brings them joy. We have to make ourselves happy. I pray this is going to help someone because most of the time we see people on the internet, you see them on YouTube, on Instagram, in different social medias, and you think that these people you see are happier than you. You know why? These people, most of the time, they are there to contribute to your happiness. If you understand why they are sharing their lives, most of them are not doing that out of pride, out of meanness or to put you down. No, they do that to influence you in the right direction. Most of the time they just want to share their joy with you. They want to share their peace with you. They want to share their ideas. They want to share their progress, their process, how they got there. If you listen carefully, if you look at them carefully, most of them are just trying to make you happy, to share what makes them happy in the hope that you also are going to be happy. But you see, when we have decided that we are not going to be happy no matter what, even people's effort to make us happy turns out to be to make us unhappy. So the difference is make the decision to be happy. Everything you can have as a bonus is going to help to your happiness. But you know, circumstances, people are not going to be exactly as you want. But you know what? Your decision can always be the same. Every single day, let's make what we can with what we have. With what the day brings us, let's do the best we can do with it. Let's do the best we can do with what we have, with the cards we have been given in our lives. Some have been given better cards, but you know, it doesn't mean that they're going to succeed better, because sometimes they don't do the best of it. That's why I'm saying that it's not about what you have been given, it's about the decision you make to succeed, the decision you make to be happy. Make yourself happy today. If you listen to elderly people, if you listen to people who have experience, you will hear one thing. It doesn't take much for you to be happy. Know what makes you happy. Study yourself. Study what raises your level of joy, your level of happiness. Elderly people are going to tell you that it doesn't take a lot. If you see them living, if you see the way they live, you will realize that it doesn't take much. So you can learn from them. I'm going to be 50 soon. I'm getting to my 50s. So I've learned that when I was younger, I thought I needed a lot to be happy. The more I age, and I'm very blessed about that, I'm very grateful about that, about aging. I'm not even 50. I have already lost some friends. You see that? So why are we still here? Let's make the best of it. The sun is shining, be grateful. You live in a nice environment, be grateful. You have food, nice food that you like, be grateful. You are healthy. Maybe you don't have everything you want at the moment, but do you know that some people would be so glad to be as healthy as you are, and you don't see it. You don't see that some people are suffering at the moment when you are enjoying, you are benefiting from a good health. Be happy about that. You see, when you see people on the social media, they go and have a coffee in a nice sunshine and enjoy themselves. They do their hair. They buy themselves some little things that they like, a new dress, things like that. They do their cleaning. They take care of their children. Be inspired by what they share with you, and try and work on your own happiness. Some things are going to try and put you down, but you can balance it. The idea is really to balance the trouble and the joy. Both can be there at the same time, but make sure your level of joy is always better. Sometimes when you see that troubles are too much, you need to balance. You need to make sure that you raise your level of joy. You go for walks. You're going to go out more for walks. Be in nature. Be among people who make you happy. Avoid people who make you unhappy, to balance the problems you have. Do a type of activity that you really enjoy, that makes you forget about your troubles for a time, until you find a solution. Anyway, I hope this little thought is going to encourage you today. Make yourself happy. Your happiness is in your own hands. The same way you see people on social media being happy, it's in their own hands. They are not doing that to trouble you. They are doing that to show you that it's attainable, it is possible. They are ordinary people who are every day juggling, balancing their troubles with their happiness. Don't be jealous, don't be envious. Just know that they are sharing with you their happiness. They are sharing with you how they overcome troubles by making themselves happy. Follow the ones who you can follow. Follow the ones who are in the same circumstances, in the same situation as you. Don't go overboard. Don't spend more than you can in the pursuit of happiness. No, always stay in your budget. Always stay in what you can spend. And I'm telling you, God is so good that He has made everything available to us. He has made happiness available to any budget. I repeat, He has made happiness available to any budget. So don't say, oh, because those people are so rich, that's why they can be happy. I'm telling you, there are people who are much less than you. You can find them today. There are people who are much less than you, who are grateful for what they already have. And I'm telling you, they are going to make progress. They are going to become more and more abundant because they are aware of what they already have. There are people who have much less than you, and they have a smile on their face. They wake up in the morning and they put a smile on their face. It doesn't mean that they won't cry, but the smile, they will balance it with things that makes them happy. Sitting on the sun, taking care of their children, doing their hair, doing their children's hair, taking care of their homes. Whatever the homes, they're going to take care of it. You see, maybe you live in a mansion and you're unhappy when somebody else live in a place that is less than what you have, but the person is how to say that, the person is really taking care of it with love. That person is pouring love with what she can, with what they can. So let's think about that. We all have a reason to be happy. Happiness is attainable. Happiness is affordable at any budget, any place. It doesn't matter where you are. Make yourself happy. I love you. Take care. Bye bye.